Okay. We're live. Insurance agent training every Monday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm extremely honored that you guys jumped in, that you're joining, that you're watching this. I got something good today. I get this question a lot, so I said, you know what? Let's cover it on an episode of Insurance Agent Training, which is, hey, Cody, how do you overcome objections? Objections is a big part of sales. It doesn't have to be as complicated as agents think, though. A lot of times, we don't know what to do or say, which shows a lack of confidence. We don't respond quickly. When we don't respond quickly, the person does what? They restate the original objection. It ends up causing us to miss out on sales. And so we have this agent training workbook, this boot camp workbook that we put together, where we trained 30 agents in Columbus. And we spent a lot of time on objections. We probably spent a good hour minimum on objections and the theory behind objections, the psychology behind objections. And so I want to jump in and help you guys today immediately with overcoming objections. I want, when this thing ends, I want you to be rock solid, incredible, amazing, and ready to overcome any objection that you ever get. I'm going to start with my 3 steps. Most of you have seen it, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to add something today. I'm going to change it up a little bit. So my 3 A's for overcoming any objection, as most of you have seen, but I'm going to add a little twist today. The first one is agree. You need to be in an agreeable state. You cannot overcome someone's objections if you do not do what? If you don't agree with them. Because what happens is, if someone says, hey, dude, I'm not interested, and you say, man, how do you know you're not interested? Like, you should be interested, right? Or you're going to be interested. You may not be yet. That doesn't move the meter. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's a waste of what? It's a waste of words. So that's why I'm a big believer in agreeing. I'm not interested. I understand. It's as simple as that. Excellent. I understand. The second A is the answer or the acknowledgement phase, which is, I'm not interested. I understand. I'm getting back to you about your request. Now, I understand you're not interested. However, I'm going to be in your area on Thursday. And then the ask. So, I understand you're not interested. However, I'm going to be out in your area on Thursday, so I might as well drop it off since you requested it. Should I drop that off in the morning or in the afternoon? Anyone can repeat this. And you can rewind this video, write it down, role play it with yourself in the mirror, and then repeat this process and this cycle. Because a lot of agents struggle with overcoming objections because you're not prepared. It's easy to get prepared. Write them all down. Write them all out. Take time to script. I'm not saying become a robot, but preparation, what do they call that? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Dude, you will get the opportunity to overcome an objection, but it's up to you to be prepared. So I'm going to talk about, we do coaching sessions all the time here, and when we do, they always want to talk about objections. And so I give them specific rebuttals to objections, specific things to say. They record them. We record the call. They go back, type them out, write them out, regurgitate them, repeat them, role play them, 10,000 hours to mastery, get really good at overcoming objections, and then be ready and prepared so that when that objection comes up, oh, I can immediately go to it. Because what happens, if you're not ready to overcome an objection, and someone says, hey, dude, I'm not, or someone says, hey, I'm really busy, I don't have time. What happens is, if you pause, then what do you show? You show a lack of confidence, first off. You show a lack of confidence. If I tell someone, hey, dude, I'm good, I don't want it. If they pause, or if they don't know what to say, then it shows a lack of confidence because they don't know. And because they're pausing, showing a lack of confidence, and they don't know, what happens? That person that stated that objection is going to repeat what they said. Because they may say, hey, dude, it's too expensive for me. I can't help qualify. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested. I'm busy. I'm good. And if you pause, if someone says, hey, I'm not interested. And if I say, well, Mr. Jones, you don't know. What are they going to do? Because I paused, which showed a lack of confidence, which proved that I didn't know what to do, which means I wasn't prepared. Now they're going to do what? They're going to repeat it. Dude, I told you I'm not interested. And they're going to hang up. I mean, because we were at this boot camp in Columbus, Ohio with 30 agents, and one of the things that came up was, hey, dude, how do you keep from getting hung up on? I get hung up on a lot. It's because you're showing a lack of confidence. Because when you show a lack of confidence, what else happens? When you show a lack of confidence, you are not in control. When you show a lack of confidence, you are not in control. And when you're overcoming objections, when you're trying to set the appointment, when you're trying to make the sale, when you're trying to get in the home, whatever it is, when you're not in control, when you're not the one asking the questions, when you're answering them instead of them answering you, you don't make sales. You just don't. Charlie Chena, the 8% Nation speaker who's going to be at Nissan Stadium is calling me, man. That dude's excited to hang out with you guys at a big old NFL stadium in Nashville, man. I'm telling you what. So you always want to be in control. That's one of the things I talk about when overcoming objections. I had a guy tell me the other day on the phone. He said, man, dude, you're really good. You ask me like all these small questions along the way. He said, dude, you're in control of the call. You got all these trial closes. You've asked me like 15 questions leading up to the big question. He said, dude, you're really good, bro. I'm like, dude, it's practice, man. It's because I want to be in control. I don't want to pause. I want to be confident. And I want to be sold on getting whatever it is that I want to get. Because what I know is that the key to all of this is what? Is getting people to make a decision. If I'm not in control, or if I pause, or if I don't know what to say, or if I'm not asking questions, then guess what? I'm never going to get them to make a decision. Because they're in control. When you're answering their questions, who's in control? When they're answering your questions, who's in control? If you want to make sales, you want to be in control. But one of the biggest reasons why agents, these are the two biggest reasons why agents struggle with objections, because I freaking love objections, I'm telling you what. The two biggest reasons why agents struggle with objections. You want to know what they are? What do you think they are, DJ? Two biggest reasons why agents struggle with objections.
They don't practice, they're scared.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude, the freaking camera dude knows, man. He's in the know, bro. He's in the know. All right, so number one reason. They don't know. There's no there's no process. There's no process, so they end up not knowing what to do to respond. Two biggest reasons why agents struggle with objections. The other thing is they don't prepare. I almost should just call it that you're lazy. That's what I should call it. I should say that people, naturally, salespeople are lazy. Because you say, well, dude, I'm not lazy, I just don't know what to do. I've told you what to do 8,000 times. And you can, this is free content, it's recorded. Go back and listen to it, write it down, practice it, role play it, so that when it comes up, you're prepared. But you can't be lazy to be prepared. I got to watch Tim Grover speak at the 10X Growth Conference, #2 in Vegas. And I'm telling you what, he talked about people being closers, cleaners, that type of thing. Do you think the guys that he prepared do you think the guys that he trained, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, just to name a few, do you think they were prepared when their shot came? The same thing can be said for salespeople. Your shot is coming. Are you ready? Are you prepared? When your shot happens and someone says, hey dude, I am what? Because they can say any of these things. I am not interested. I am broke. I am unhealthy. I am covered. I am busy. Right? I mean, the list goes on. And when they say, I am not interested, what do you say? I know what I say. Perfect, I understand. Hey, I'm getting back to you because you said you would like the information. Now, I realize you're not interested. However, I'm going to be in your area on Friday anyway. Since you requested it, I might as well drop it off. So should I drop it off in the morning or in the afternoon? The psychology is if you're not asking a question, they're going to restate the original objection because you're not in control and they're not responding to you. You're responding to them. Okay, we got that one crossed off the list. You don't think you can record, you don't think you can rewind this and write it down and regurgitate it and repeat it until it's part of you? I think so. Hey, I am broke. I understand. That's great. It's my job to just get you the information. It's your job. You do it. You do with it whatever you want. I've just got to drop it off because you requested it. Now, I'll be out there on Friday. Should I drop it off in the morning or in the afternoon? It's your job to deliver information. As an agent, it's my job to get in front of people. I want to deliver information. I want to get in front of people. Every lead has some level of interest. Some are ready, and some have no clue what we're talking about. They showed some level of interest. Or, you don't think you can write that one down and repeat it? Dude, I think so. I am unhealthy. We've literally got it right here in our book too, if you think about it. So it's like, okay, I am unhealthy. I understand. I'm sorry to hear that. I just want to get you the new information, but I think it'll surprise you because it actually pertains just to this. There's some new changes that you need to know more about. Now, I understand you're unhealthy. I'm going to be out there anyway, so I might as well drop it off. So should I drop it off, what do you think, in the morning or in the afternoon? Bam, you don't think you can repeat that and say that back to a client? I think you can. I think you got to rewind it and write it down and prepare and role play. I am covered. I understand. It's not my job to change anything. It's just my job to deliver the new information that you requested. It's up to you what you do with it, but at least you've got it because you requested it, so I need to give it to you. I'll be out there Thursday in your area. Should I drop it off? What do you think, Betty, in the morning or in the afternoon? You don't think you can repeat that one? Hey, you know what? No, I'm busy. Call me back. I'm busy. I don't have time. These can all be layered into different specific answers. You don't have to have 13 responses. You can have like 3, 4, 5 responses, and you could have one. You could start with one response that's the same for every objection, and it would probably work. That's what's nuts. You could get really good at no matter what they say. They could say, hey, they could say, I'm not interested, I'm broke, I'm unhealthy, I'm covered, and I'm busy. I understand. I'm just getting back to you because you requested the new information. It's my job to get it to you, and since you requested it, I got to drop it off. I'll be out in your area on Friday, so should I drop it off, what do you think, in the morning or in the afternoon? Which of those would that not have worked with? I would rather have specific, better response for each one, but if you don't know what to do, at least have a canned one that you just, you just pull it out. I'm busy, I don't have time, call me back. Hey, I understand, I just need 60 seconds. Hey, while I got you on the phone, I'll be out in your area on Thursday because you said, hey, I want the information, I got to get it to you, and my calendar fills up so fast that I need to go ahead and put you on my calendar. On Thursdays, when is typically better, mornings or afternoons? You don't think you can do that? You don't think you can press pause, rewind, hit play, write it down, and then say it 100 times in the mirror until you're blue in the face, until no matter what happens, even if a prospect says anything at all, you're ready, you're prepared, and you know what to say. Doesn't matter if you're on the phone, doesn't matter if you're door knocking, and it doesn't matter if you're in the home. The key is you've got to be agreeable, You could have something brief to say back to acknowledge it, so you're not totally ignoring it. Kind of are, but not totally. And then you got to finish with a question, so you're in control and you're getting closer to whatever you're looking to accomplish. It ain't rocket science, but this is something that a lot of agents struggle with, which is overcoming objections. And I'm telling you what, we are showing you for free how to overcome it. That's specific objections, specific rebuttals. And you say, well, dude, what if they've told me, hypothetically, what if they've told me, hey, I'm not interested, then they tell me that I'm covered, then they tell me that I'm busy. And you've tried to overcome 3 in a row. After 3 objections at a minimum, I'll at that point, I'll try to take it away. So when I try to take it away, because you can't see everyone, but my takeaway is, hey, I'm getting back to you because you put up your hand and said, hey, I'd like the new final expense information. Now, they have me dropping off this important, urgent information with hundreds of your neighbors as well. Now, you know, because a lot of people want it. Now, we've never heard anyone not want it once they've asked for it, but I don't have to give it to you if you don't want it. So would you like for me to drop it off? I'm assuming you would like for me to drop it off as I'm passing by, though, right? So that you at least have it. Kind of take it away from them. That's after three to five objections. I want to take it away. I want to gauge interest. If they actually want it, because what will happen a lot of times, you'll try to take it away, and they'll say, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind having it. Just throw it in the mail. What's your mail response? When they say, hey, just throw it in the mail, what's your response? I know what mine is. Absolutely. I unfortunately agree. You notice that? Absolutely. And unfortunately, they won't let us send it in the mail, but what I'll do is I'll drop it off. It's kind of like mailing it in person, right? So I'll be out there anyway. I'll just mail it in person. Should I drop it off, mail it in person? What do you think, like morning or afternoon on Thursday? Which is better? Because it's all about just having something to say, being agreeable, not getting defensive, not getting offended, not being prepared. So agree, answer, and ask. Finish with a question, ask, and end up doing business with them. But the biggest reasons why we don't overcome objections, we don't have a process. What's the next one? We're not prepared. If we're not prepared, I sure hope it's not due to a lack of effort. Because that's the main reason why salespeople sometimes aren't the greatest in the world. It's because they're lazy. Anybody can be great at anything at all. These dudes in this room are proof that you can be great at anything you want to be great at. Some of them have chosen to be great at coding. Some of them have chosen to be great at video. Some of them have chosen to be great at learning everything. Everybody's different. It's your choice to get great and learn. But what most people what happens? Most people are lazy. Human nature is lazy. We're not ready. We're not prepared. And then we end up blaming others, and we say that it's due to lack of training. Training is free. Anybody can get good at this. But you got to soak it in. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared. We make our salespeople role play every morning here together. Because you don't want to practice. You still want to practice on real stuff too. But if you can role play and be prepared before you make your calls, then you're not practicing on money. You're practicing on fake money. And I know that's a better way to practice so that I'm prepared because I'm not lazy. So this was objections. It's up to you how anybody can overcome them now. If you say, well, dude, where can I learn even more? Because I'm loving this. I'm soaking it up. I'm getting excited. Where can I learn even more? There's this crazy conference going on at Nissan Stadium in Nashville with Grant Cardone, Ray Lewis, and a bunch of amazing, amazing, amazing speakers. You'll learn way more. You'll learn 100x. You think you just learned something right then? You'll learn 100x at that event than you've ever learned today. So you may want to grab your seat. VIP sold out. Premier's almost sold out. We added a new executive ticket just to make some room. So do me a favor. go to 8%nation.com and grab your seat because I want to see you. This is Insurance Agent Training. I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, though. Share this video. Tag an agent friend that needs to know how to overcome objections. That's what I really want. I want to help people. We do this every Monday at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time because we're all about doing what? Because we're all about helping insurance agents be better at mastering the art of their craft. That's why we do what we do. That's why we love you. Thanks for watching Insurance Agent Training every Monday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you haven't got your ticket to the 8% Nation Wealth Conference, grab it. You got to get it, man. You got to get it. All right, have an awesome week. We'll see you Wednesday for Deal Breakers. Appreciate you guys.